Assalamu alaikum. Hello, dear student. Today in this lecture, I am going to discuss about the parvoviruses. Let us start that what is parvoviruses? Actually, parvoviruses are those viruses that have single stranded DNA genome. You should note that these are the only viruses that have single stranded DNA. All the other viruses that may have double stranded DNA, but parvoviruses are the only viruses that have single stranded DNA. They are single stranded DNA viruses. Now, the what does parvo mean? Actually, this word is derived from parvus, from Latin word parvus, which means small. So these are the smallest DNA viruses. What are the viruses? What viruses having smallest DNA? Uh, Parvoviruses, and these are the smallest DNA viruses. Now the question arises that which type of organism infect these viruses? Actually, the hosts may be mammals, they may be birds, and they may be insects, and even they affect bacteria. Now, the most common disease that are caused by these viruses, they are erythema infectiosum, and this erythema infectiosum is caused by B19 virus. We will discuss that what is erythema infectiosum and B19 virus in this lecture. Now, the most important advantage of these viruses are that are used in the genetic engineering to is a gene vector to the transfer gene. Now, the capsid, what is the capsid of these viruses? These viruses have icosahedral capsid. Icosahedral capsid, and the genome is single stranded DNA. This is the single stranded DNA genome. Now, after this what are the parvoviruses? His family, that is Parvoviridae, and it has been divided into two subfamily. Parvovirini are those viruses that infect vertebrate, and Densuvirini are those viruses that infect invertebrate. Now, what are dependoviruses? Actually, the first dependovirus discovered that was observed in the electron microscope is a contaminant of in adenovirus preparation. This contaminant turned out to be a setallite virus. Satellite virus is a defective virus dependent on the help of the adenovirus for replication. It means that satellite viruses need another virus, and this virus is adenovirus. The satellite virus was therefore called adeno-associated viruses. Adeno-associated viruses are actually why they are called adeno-associated viruses, because they was found as a contaminant associated with adenovirus. And dependoviruses are what are the advantages of these? They are used as valuable gene vectors. They are not known to cause any disease, so these are useful viruses. Now, what is autonomous viruses? A parvovirus that does not require a helper virus is known as autonomous virus, autonomous parvoviruses. Now, the very important virus they discovered is autonomous virus, that is B19. And why it is called B19? Because virus was discovered in the serum from a healthy blood donor. The virus name after a batch of blood labeled 19. Blood 19 means blood labeled 19, batch of blood labeled 19. This virus actually B19 infect the red blood cells, precursors. And many infection with B19 are without sign and symptom, but some result in disease. For example, fifth disease. Fifth disease is also called erythema infectiosum. In this disease, in which the picture children develop a slaped cheeked. Look at this. This is a slaped cheeked. Now, it also causes aplastic anemia in person with chronic hemolytic anemia. Also cause hydrops patelis. This infection may be transmitted from pregnant women to fetus and may kill the fetus. Other example of single-stranded RNA viruses are porcine virus, Maastricht virus, Page virus, Page gamma X174, X174 virus. These are all single-stranded DNA viruses. In the next lecture, we will discuss about herpes viruses.